pull that drive button up, push that M button to get it into manual shift mode. So make sure that your PDR is recording and make sure you're in manual shift mode. I'm going to start pulling this right paddle right now. So I'm up into third gear already, looking to the right. I don't see anybody else coming up on us. We'll stay to the left as we enter the racetrack. Just check your mirrors, make sure nobody's coming up behind us. Everyone should be in third gear at this point. We're going to go all the way out to the turn-in cone before we turn, and I'm looking to the right, all the way up onto the apex curb. Trying to use a lot of that curbing there, Mike. You kind of gave up some pavement. As we unwind out, we're going to do a couple upshifts and go to fifth gear. Occasionally I'll remind you to wiggle your fingers and take a deep breath. Make sure you're nice and relaxed. You're not strangling that steering wheel or holding your breath. As we approach turn 1, I'm going to gently come back to the left side. I'm going to drop down to fourth gear. I'm looking for the apex. I'm going to be right up on the curb before the cone. And then we're going all the way out to the white line on the left. Going to breathe out of the throttle and coast down this little hill and then start to gently accelerate back up the hill all the way onto the apex curb. And as we unwind down to turn 2, we're going to fifth gear. I want to make a nice straight line to the turning cone, but I'm also looking at the apex cone. We're going to drop back to fourth gear. I'm staying on the brakes as I turn in. I'm going to be patient until I know I can get to the apex and then accelerate out. Look at the brake cone over here on the left. Get it all the way over onto the white line. Now we're looking out the driver's side window. Gentle turn down to the bottom. We're going to stay in fourth gear through the bowl and up the hill. And as I approach turn 6, just before I turn left right here, I'm going to drop to third gear. Remember, this is just a warm-up lap. Fellas, I'm purposely keeping the pace down. Focus on the line. Notice where I'm placing the car. I'm in third gear, wide approach, turn 8, coasting around that apex cone so we can hug that right side to set up for turn 9, the left-hander. Alright, we're going to stay in third gear all the way out onto the front straight. Little brake pressure, turn 10. Put it all the way up on that curb there, Don, or Mike, I'm sorry, there you go. That looks better. Well, now we pick it up a little bit. We'll go to fifth gear. Especially on the very first lap. I can tell you guys want to go, but there's not enough heat in the tires yet. Fifth gear. To the right, be precise. We're not going to put the car on its marks correctly. I'm going to keep going slow. All the way over to the left. Put it on that white line before the brake cone. Look out your driver's side window all the way down to the bottom. Alright, fourth gear, heading for turn 6. Get all the way over that turning cone on the left. Look through the corner. Good apex. Turn 8. A little brake pressure. I'll just crack a little bit of throttle and then lift out. I'm coasting around the apex cone. You don't want to push wide and have to make an S turn there. You want to make a nice straight line. Go in third gear, all the way out to my turn in. I'll look out the passenger side window and look down the long straight before I turn in. We're going back to fourth. Go down to fourth gear. And I just touched the white line on the left. Try not to use the exit curve. That looks better. Coasting down the hill, Mike, all the way into the apex, turn 2. In fourth gear, we're going to fifth. Slowly coming off the brake, keep turning all the way into the apex curve. Then I'm going to bring it all the way over to the left side. Put it on that white line before the braking cone. Gentle turn down to the bottom of the bowl. Notice my foot between the brake and the throttle. Notice how I'm really hugging this right side. I'm not pushing wide, so you're either turning in a little bit early back there, Mike, or you're trying to accelerate early, because I can see you pushing a little bit away from the apex in turn 8. Point, which is this white line out here on the left. You should be coasting down the hill and accelerating back up. And then yourself a little scanning through turn 3 with your turn still on the brakes, coming off. Now we're coming all the way over to the left, right up on that white line. Balancing with the brakes, looking out my driver's side window, gentle turn down to the bottom. Lots of firm brake pressure. Again, balancing with the brakes into turn 8. So notice where I'm at here, Mike. Really hugging this right side. Down to the white line. So, Mike, as we pass the double white column, I can see that we caught Joe's group anyway. So, we're going to let Joe put a little space between us, make any adjustments to your seat or your air conditioning controls if you need to. Got to take a deep breath, make sure you're nice and relaxed. I'm just watching Joe's group roll through turn 3 over there to the right. Yellow car is 20 feet off the apex. Don't be that guy. All right, so let's see. Mike, you're going to stay where you're at. Tony and Ryan, you are going to come around Mike in the yellow car, if you can. Mike, maybe pull up just a little bit. So, Tony, you're going to pull in behind me. And then, Mike, you'll pull in behind Ryan in that red 49 there. So, Tony, just a reminder, you're trying to put your car in the same tracks that I'm making. I'm in 4th gear as we roll into turn 1. Try to put it up on that curve before the cone. We're going to breathe out of the throttle and just coast down that hill. Follow me all the way in. Put it up on the curb there. You got close to it, but you didn't quite get on it. Looking out the driver's side window, down to the bottom. Here, turn 6. So Tony, again, I can see you getting out there on the exit curves. I can see you wrestling with the car. I know you're trying hard to go as fast as you can. Just be precise. Be gentle with the car. Still in 3rd gear, turn 10. All the way up on the apex curve there. Steering right off the hood of the car. Tony, we're in 4th gear, we're going to 5th. Focus on smoothness. Tony, you're going to third gear. Nice wide approach. I'm going to stay out a little bit, just kind of hook it around this apex. That looked pretty good. Slide out. Alright, Tony, pull over and stop. Coming off turn 10 there. So again, fellas, just focus on precision, right? Not about trying to go as fast as we can right now. It's okay to go fast as long as we're being smooth and getting to our marks. But if the car's sliding around, especially when you're coming off the corner, that tells you you're being a little rough with it, right? You're getting on the throttle a little bit too early, maybe trying to accelerate in the middle of the corner too early. So again, just focus on smoothness. Keep the car balanced. Tony, we're going to do one more lap. Let's keep going. Make sure you're pulling that right pedal. All the way out to the turning cone, all the way to the apex curve. Again, I can see you sliding around a little bit back there. Slow down, dropping down to fourth gear, going all the way into the apex curve. You should hear the rumble of those expansion joints as you drive over that curve if you got there correctly. And if you're not hearing that, then that just tells you you're not turning the wheel enough or maybe trying to accelerate too early. Over here, Tony right there, turn 6. Wide approach, turn 8. Alright, Tony. Mike, you can come around Tony. Tony, you're going to stay to the right, and you'll pull in behind Mike in that yellow car. All right, fellas, about 3 laps left here. Have fun with it. Try to fix any errors, right? We're trying to be nice and smooth, right? I'm going to start picking it up. Fourth gear into turn 2. Ryan, back to fourth gear. Stay on the brakes, patient on the throttle, get it to the apex curve. So you missed it by 4 or 5 feet. Using the brakes, look out your driver's side window. Follow me all the way down to the bottom. Touch that white line right next to that cone. Drop it back down to third gear right here, turn 6. Notice my brake lights here, Ryan. I'm just coming off the brakes. I'll crack a little bit of throttle and then coast around the apex cone. Notice how you push way wide there. Now you're going to have to correct to get to the right. That makes you late for turn 9. Still in third gear, turn 10. All the way in onto the curb. All the way out to the white line. Back to fourth gear. Just breathing out of the throttle and coasting down this little hill. Again, I'm pushing into the wheel with my left foot. Lots of brake pressure. I'm slowly coming off the brakes as I turn in. Follow me all the way up onto the curb. Keep turning the wheel. I put it on that white line. I notice you guys are kind of hugging the right as you come off of turn 3. Not really getting over to the left side. We'll talk more about that in the next lap. Back down to third gear here for turn 6. Nice and smooth. Look through the corner. Look for the turning cone for turn 9. I'm approaching it right now. Again, pushing wide there. Ryan, we're going to have to work on that. Looking through turn 10. Look for the exit point out here on the left. Trying to touch that white line. Just coasting down the hill. Back to fifth gear. Lots of firm brake pressure. Look for the apex cone. Bring it all the way in. So a little bit late on the brakes. You got close that time. All the way over to the left side now. It should be right next to that braking cone as you go by it on the left. Slowing down just a little bit. Notice how I'm hugging this right side, coming around the apex. You don't want to be way out in the middle out there. Alright, let's go ahead and bring the pace down, Ryan. We're going to start a cool down lap here. I think everybody's gathered up. One thing the rowers keep mentioning to me, Tony, is your spacing. Just leave a little more space in between yourself and the car right in front of you when we're at pace. So again, we're going to start a cool down lap here, fellas. This is a good opportunity to fix any errors in our line, right? So I'm going to slow way down. I'm going to be very precise in where I'm placing the car here. Notice how I'm getting up on this curve nice and early before the cone. All the way out to the white line. I'm staying wide. I can see the apex cone over there on the right. I'll just coast down the hill and then roll back into it. We're going to be right up on the curve before the cone. I'm just trying to make this as straight as possible, right? I don't want to be right up on the edge of the curve there as I go by that near apex cone, but now my steering wheel's straight. I can see the turn-in cone. I can see the apex cone. I'll move my eyes back and forth. I don't want to turn in early, but I can't turn in late either. If you wait too long, you'll never get to the apex. Just keep turning until you hear the rumble of those expansion joints. Now straighten it up. My steering wheel's straight. Notice I'm on the white line on the left just before the brake cone. You don't want to go way out wide to the right there. Gentle turn down to the bottom. I'm touching the white line right next to the apex cone, so that was a late turn in. Ryan, you got to the apex just a little bit past the cone because you kind of darted down. I've got this little turn-in cone on the left here. Sometimes it's hard to get to if you don't use enough brake pressure as you come up the hill there. And again, you don't want to pass it because then you'll be late for the apex of 7. I hope you guys got something out of that. Hopefully everything made sense. Definitely got a few places where we can work on the line a little bit, but hopefully you're getting to feel a little more comfortable out there. You should have that performance tab right next to your speedometer there, and it says best, and then it shows you what your best lap time is. If you guys could look at that and make note of it, I'm going to ask you what your best lap times were. And then I'll have you go ahead and push stop recording on your PDR. So you could make note of that lap time for me, and then go ahead and push that red dot, and we'll get the PDR stopped.